Not so long ago, we got all the Modium armor and tools, but this is still not the best armor in the game. I think we should make an upgrade, and that upgrade is Vibranium armor. Now, Vibranium ore is fairly simple to get. You need to find it in the nether above Y level 64, and it's really easy to spot because it's animated. It like pulsates in the netherrack. So it is really, really easy to spot. However, when we went into the nether, we could not find it for the life of us. Honestly, it took me about maybe 15 to 20 minutes to try and find just one piece of vibranium. But when we did finally find some vibranium, our fortune come in clutch, and we got about 8 to 9 pieces from the one, which means we actually have all the vibranium that we're going to need to upgrade all of our tools and armor. But I ain't going to stop there. I'm greedy. I'm going to get more. Now, when extracting this vibranium, it is most definitely best if you have some form of flight, whether that be a jetpack or your premium armor. But I don't have those things yet. So I was resulting in using nothing but my dash spell and blocks. And once I'd found some more vibranium, it was then on to trying to get the smithing template. Now this took a very, very, very long time to get, and I'll tell you why. Because we have the explorer's compass that allows us to search for structures, I was typing in bastions, which is where we find our vibranium smithing template, because it's infused in some suspicious soul sand. But the explorer's compass doesn't show you, or doesn't come up with regular bastions. It only shows you bastion remnants, which are not the same thing. And it took me about 40 minutes to realize they ain't the same thing. So I went to one thinking, oh, this is a bastion, this'll do me, this'll be great. No, we could not find any suspicious soul sand there. We went to another one, could not find a single piece of suspicious soul sand there. I even managed to find something I didn't even think was possible. So in the All the Modium episode, we went to an ancient city to get the smithing template. Well, there is a somewhat ancient city-like replica in the nether with the portal and everything. And I even checked this out to see if this, like the ancient city, maybe it have suspicious sand. I know it's not a bastion, but you never know. But unfortunately, it did not. So the search does continue. However, I tried to go into the portal in the middle, and it did take me somewhere just about 10,000 blocks away from any sort of civilization. But anyway, the search does continue. So we went to another one and not found a single piece of suspicious soul sand. So then what did I do? I just used my dash and just flew around the nether for a bit. Again, this would have been so much easier if I had a jetpack or some sort of creative flight. Again, we do not have those things. So after visiting bastion remnant after bastion remnant after bastion remnant, we finally found what we were looking for in a bastion. And it was looking a little bit dreadful. I wasn't seeing any suspicious soul sand here, and I don't know if it's a 100% chance that it's there, or it's like a 50-50 whether it's there or whether it's not there. I don't know, but we will search and we will try and find it. And then something caught my eye, a brown block with a bit of texturing in the middle. This wasn't soul sand, this wasn't soul cobblestone or soul stone, this was suspicious soul sand. So hastily I ran up to this block, brush in hand, and started sweeping away, and out popped a very lovely, calming vibranium smithing template. Oh, but we weren't done there, folks, because we needed to duplicate this thing, which we could do with 7 all the modium, the vibranium smithing template, and what I thought was skulk, but wasn't actually skulk. It turned out to be ancient stone. So we needed to go to 2 places, one of them being the mining dimension, which we can make the teleporting pad to. Fairly simple, it's just a little bit of all modium, nuggets, and an end pearl. However, we need 2 of these, because if we place one in the nether, we can actually go to a place called the other, which is where we'll be getting our ancient stone. Fairly easy to get over there because it's everywhere. But anyway, back to mining dimension. Why are we going to the mining dimension? Because all the modium is fairly common there. Luckily, we already had some Ultimodium ore in our backpack, and we could actually use that to make some Ultimodium foresight potions, and that is exactly what we did. And once we had those, we took ourselves off into the caves. There's actually no caves. We have to make our caves ourselves. So we just dug down, got ourselves into a suitable position, and popped one of these Ultimodium Oresight potions. And just like an X-ray glitch, you'll start to see outlines of these Ultimodium ores. And after about 4 minutes of mining, we had a little over 3 stacks, which if we all hammer these, we can double. So we would have nearly 7 stacks of all the modium, which is way more than we needed. And with all this modium, we could also upgrade our furnaces. Now we can simply start duplicating vibranium smithing templates. And once we had about 20 of these smithing templates, we only needed 8, but we needed I thought we might as well get a couple extra just in case we want to do anything else with them in the future. We could then simply upgrade all of our armor and our tools to get ourselves full vibranium set. So our sword now does 51 attack damage, and our armor, you'll see, is ridiculously strong. And if you may have noticed before, when we had the Ultimodium armor on, we had the full armor bar plus 2 orange armor chest plates. But with the vibranium, we have obviously the full armor bar and 6 orange chest plates. And now that we have arguably the second best armor set in the game, that's going to do us for today's episode. So thank you all for watching today's episode. If you have liked it, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here and you want to subscribe, please do. That would be amazing. And I guess I'll catch you all next time when we go for the unobtainium armor and tools. Bye-bye.